Hey guys, hope you're doing well once again. I'm just coming to you today to bring up a couple more issues that I have with the Mustang. I've had these issues for a long time, pretty much since I got the car modified. Um, I've noticed these issues. The first one is a rough idle on a cold start. I have to give it gas to keep the engine from dying until it gets warmed up. It takes a couple minutes. Um, I know that's not normal. It only does it when it's cold. It doesn't do it when it's warmed up. And by cold, I mean like the first start of the day. Like if I start it 4 hours later after I've already driven it, I don't have that problem. It starts up, it idles just fine. But when I start it up, whether it's cold, like 40 degrees out, or 100 degrees, it idles rough when it starts. And then the other issue is I think that I don't know much about this, but I think that when the guy modified my car, I think he deleted something called the PCV valve or PCV something PCV system, and he put a breather on my car on the oil fill tube, and I'm pretty sure this is what's happening. It looks like it's been dripping oil. It's like saturated, and I changed it out recently when I changed the oil, but it looks like it's been dripping oil because it gets saturated, and it runs down the back of the valve covers, and it drips down onto like the headers or this other tube. I don't know if it's for the transmission or what the deal is, but it's something that's hot, and I noticed the smoke like coming up on the right side of my car sometimes. Like it's usually when I'm stopped. I'm sure it's probably happening all the time. If it doesn't look like that bad of a leak or drip, but I only notice it when I'm stopped, or not really going slow speeds, but stopped. So I'll display what it's like for this to idle on a cold start, and after that I'll show you that little oil leak. And if you have any thoughts on this or input, please let me know. I really appreciate it. I think the car runs great and idles fine once it's warmed up, but this cold start thing is an issue. I think it's not normal. I know it's not normal. And the oil leak is a big problem for me. Nobody wants a smoking car. It looks nice. Like it's just not right, man. So I've got a couple ideas on that. I'll go over that with you when I get to that point. So here we go. Just real quick, I'm gonna have to give it gas. It's probably gonna. I'll show you how it dies on me, like once I first start it, and then I'll have to give it some gas to get it going. So here we go. So I wasn't giving it any gas right there, and you can see how it just like stalled out immediately, and then it was kind of like surging up and down before it settled at about 900 RPM, I would say, which is, I've heard about 800 is where they're supposed to be at. This car has a cam in it, a mild cam, trick flow stage 1. I don't know if that affects this, the idle or not, at the RPM. Let's get to the second issue. So when I had this car modified, for whatever reason, I don't understand engines, I'm not good with this kind of stuff. I bought all the parts because I did all the research and I knew what needed to fit together, but I didn't know anything about this breather. I didn't know it was going to be part of it because there's originally on these engines a tube that goes from here and I think it's into this. So things have changed, and the way this is angled, when it gets saturated with oil, it's dripping down these grooves. I'll show you. I don't think this is a good setup. Let's see if I can get you guys down in here. I don't know if you can see, there's like a thin film of oil around here. Right. About right there. And I notice it mostly pulling up over here where this bolt is. I don't know if I can focus on that. It's mostly pulling up right there from what I can see. And then it travels back because this angle, the engine is like at an angle. I don't know if you can see it a little bit, but it seems like it slants back a little bit. And I think that because of the way this is, it drips out from the bottom of here onto this lip of the, sorry about the light, the lip of this valve cover. I think it falls back here because it runs back, sorry about the light again, runs back here. And then that corner right there, you see how it's saturated, kind of like it looks glossy? It's dripping down. There. See if I can focus. It's dripping down here. On that tube that's got that like L shape on it, that reverse L shape. I think that's what it's hitting on. I thought it was the headers, but I think it's that tube, and I don't know what that's for. So I don't know if I can have your opinion on this. I was thinking about replacing this breather. It's got like this little port that comes off of it. That's maybe like 1/4 or 3/8 of an inch. I was thinking about this. I got this high temperature silicone plug and it's got a clamp. I was thinking about, I may need to shorten this, but maybe clamping that small breather spot open or closed. And then I got this other breather that screws into the oil fill port. And I think that this may be a better option as far as that dripping onto that valve cover. I don't think that, because it's not at an angle, it's not where everything's going to pool and fall down. I think it would fall back into the engine if anything. The hole on this is a little bigger, which I don't know if it's a problem or not. I hear when I search in these forums, I hear a lot about vacuum stuff, and I've even seen if you put a breather on, it messes up with the vacuum system. And this hole is bigger than the other breather. I'm afraid it'll throw things off, but I'm probably gonna try it anyways. I got some of these long big Q-tips so I can clean that oil off and just test it to see if it keeps dripping. Like I said, I put a new breather filter on there. This one right here is brand new. I just changed the oil last weekend. My friend helped me. So I don't think it's going to be dripping right now, but I am thinking about switching that over. So if you don't mind, please let me know what you think. I know both of these things aren't normal. I really don't like, um, I don't like either of them. Honestly, idle I can live with because it's only when it's a cold start. But the oil dripping problem is a problem because every time I drive it, I notice that smoke whenever I'm stopped. It's usually just when I'm stopped. I think it, like I said, I think it happens more often, but I'm just driving and the wind or the air blows it out, so I don't see it. But let me know. I really appreciate your help. Thank you for watching. I hope you're doing well, like I said, and I will see you in the next video. Later, guys. Bye.